Because I have,
Please
we're
don't
starting
put
with
it in
number
the
9,
chat.
right?
Yes, number
Number
9.
9.
Because it
I'm
says has.
sorry. I'm sorry. I take that back. Ben and Steve are the first. I'm not.
Yes.
Okay. I
I
turned
just
mine
want to
on.
make sure that I'm looking at the right thing.
All right.
Well, Ben's not here yet, so I guess it's not Ben there.
I wasn't sure if David Guggenheim wanted to do another intro, but
Oh, I thought you said that wasn't
not of us.
necessary.
Not of
Okay.
us, just of
Okay.
the evening session.
Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. This is the second portion of Punslingers. We are down to our top 8 competitors of the evening. We will narrow it down to a single world champion for 2021. Our hosts are Erica Etten and Gary Halleck. Our first 2 MCs are going to be Steve Brooks and Ben Zeke. And we will be up with our first 2 competitors.
All right, and those are Aaron Lip and Dave Wallace. And
I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay, great. And if the host of the Zoom meeting, I believe Aaron, could turn off the ding dongs for when people enter, that would be great because we don't want to interrupt the punters. Thank you. Okay,
And
Ben and Steve.
I am your co-host, Erica. I'm Gary Halleck, longtime organizer of the pun off and thorn in the side of nearly everybody that's involved these days. I will be introducing the MCs for this round, which will be turning my page here. Ben and Steve.
Hello.
And the contestants will be contestant number 1, Aaron Lip, and contestant number 3, Dave Wallace.
Wonderful. Do you want to read their haikus again?
And we're gonna do that.
Absolutely.
And if the host could mute everyone who's not on, that would be great. If you want to grant me co-host, I would be happy to do that.
I have Aaron Lip. Aaron Lip, of course, has competed twice before, but never won. He's done five years of punning, including one at the Bay Area Pun Off and several runners-up. And originally, he's from the Bay Area, currently in a college dorm in Orange County.
I don't know how to.
Where have we got all this background noise?
Hold on. Yeah.
Hand it over. I have to mute.
Somebody needs to mute.
Please turn off all crying babies. That would be awesome.
And Aaron's haiku of introduction is, I started out young, and I'm in college now. I'm getting old. So that's Aaron. And Dave Wallace, of course, is a longtime competitor at the Pun Off, many time champion or near champion. And Dave is a defending champion in Punslingers this year. He's competed every year for the past decade and generally places in the top 4. Lives in Round Rock, Texas, and he gets around to it by telling us his limerick is not limerick. I wanted it to be a limerick too, Erica. But anyhow, haiku. I create wonders from the thoughts inside your head. Any suggestions? Okay, on deck. And take it away, guys.
Okay.
All righty. Ben, which of us should count and which should?
I think they have you counting on this one, Steve.
All right. Well, I guess I'm counting on that.
Yes.
You want to introduce the topic then, Ben?
Sure. Gentlemen, your category for this round is condiments. Condiments. And we would start with contestant number 1, Aaron.
We should really catch up on this.
Soy, this is the topic, really?
Really relishing in that pun.
You know, the cucumber started blushing when he saw the salad dressing.
I got to be honest. I really mustered up the courage to be here today.
Let's see. A line of dolls in England. Is that a barbecue?
I don't think so, but I will say, may your puns be plentiful.
Gotta watch out for those flying saucers.
Sauce?
Was that a pun on sauces?
Saucer?
Sauce.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Got that. That was on me. Sorry, I was confused. I'm trying to keep this in track. I actually I went on vacation the other day, and I said to my friend in very Shakespearean language, "Thous and I land."
I feel assaulted by these.
No, you're just trying to pepper me up.
You know what? I have this bunch of folks that help me on my boat, but they weigh so much. They're a crouton.
I was talking to my friend Charles, and I was like, "Dude, I'm feeling great today. I felt great yesterday. I just ran, Charles."
Well, I really had to muster up a lot of courage for this round.
Mustard has already been used. That'll be a strike.
All right. Let's see. Paul Sorvino's daughter wanted me to give her a nice sweet something on top of her dessert, so I gave Mira Cool Whip.
I was working in my retail job, and this woman stole something, and I was like, "Caesar!"
Soy, what are you going to do about it?
Soy was used.
That's right, I used it.
Yes,
That's a
you-
2 strikes.
I know already. I have 2 sisters, but one is a worse sister.
It's so I was talking to my friend Sam, and I was like playing with this round object. It was kind of gross too, and he was like, "Hey, what is that?" "It's a ball, Sam." Ick.
If you take an airplane over New York, you can see Rochester.
I was with my family, and I guess it was kind of like a group of people. I don't know the right way to explain this thing. It's like a group of people, kind of like a brotherhood. And they're like, "Hey, what is this?" I'm like, it's sour cream.
I got stung by a wasp once. I'm sorry, it was a bee.
I'm kind of sorry if I'm like kind of being if I'm gingerly making these puns here.
Now this may or may not work.
Mayo was used.
Mayo was already used.
Oh, man.
That's
dear.
3 strikes.
I'm out.
You're out.
Yeah. Sorry, Dave. Aaron,
That's all right,
we're gonna
no
move
fun.
on to the final.
Awesome,
Dave,
guys.
it was an
Finals.
honor to pun against you.
All right, thank you guys.
If I'm
That was
if I'm
amazing.
recalling correctly, I believe that's the first time we've gone 3 strikes in this year. Is that
Mhm.
true? All right, so it's getting serious.
Yeah,
Okay.
and for anyone watching, if you want to now make your condiment puns in the chat, you are welcome to.
There could be a lot of leftovers.
Yes,
I
exactly.
wish,
I
I
should
wish
mention.
this is a contest where we could vinegar.
Exactly. I love it, Judy.
I should-
Put them all
I should
in the
mention-
chat.
I should mention that Erica runs a fantastic game on Facebook every Monday. She calls it Monday Punday
I
or
do
Punday
indeed.
Monday. And just a couple of weeks ago, she did condiments and toppings. I think it was, wasn't it?
I think
I-
so. And sauces.
And we,
Yep.
I think we set a record for how many entries there were in that
quite
round. That
impressed.
was great. And I think if the topic was condiments and toppings, we would have had maybe a little bit broader to go on there. But anyhow, Dave knocked himself out with 3 strikes. So we are going on now to heat number 10, which will be emceed by Steve and David.
Didn't Erica run that contest last June?
Mhm.
Used.
Probably.
Oh,
You should ask Mayo.
clinic. I don't know. Okay. Our next topic
Our next
is,
contestants.
or you announce the
Our
contestants.
I'm
Our next
announcing the
contestants. They're already on here, so they know.
They're already here. Arun DeBry, number 9, and Jordan Parker, number 7.
Hi, Jordan.
Hello. Nice to meet you again.
Good to
compete-
see you.
Well,
We've competed
Presumably-
in this event before.
presumably we have some people who are here tonight that were not here earlier this morning. Jordan, number 7, contestant number 7, has competed in both Punniest of Show and Punslingers events in 2018, 2019. He placed fifth in Punniest of Show event with his music-based The Treble in Paradise.
That's right.
He lives in Tempe, Arizona. Maybe not just temporarily. I'm not sure. And his haiku, not to be put aside, his haiku: doing law and jokes makes me the stand-up lawyer. Pretty punny, no? Yeah, maybe no. And then, of course, we have Arun DeBry, contestant number 9. I'm going to flip through my pages here. Arun has competed 4 times before, placed twice, second twice, but has never won. He has competed in the Bay Area Pun-Off, and twice won the Verbal Equinox, which not many people know about. That's the pun-off between the pun-offs that we sometimes do mid-season. That's a live event, usually done in an indoor venue because it tends to be in November. Aaron's haiku explains the way we're supposed to pronounce his name. Arun,
I see.
Arun's haiku is intended to help us with the pronunciation of his name. Arun plays bassoon, is both a true fact and how to pronounce my name. So there you go.
Sounds like he's been Arun.
He's been Arun.
And still is.
And somebody told me one time the worst thing you can do is to make a pun on somebody's name because they've probably heard them all before, even if the audience hasn't. Anyway, take it away, guys. Heat number 2,
Okay.
Heat number 10.
And who will we be watching for the count, just to be sure?
They'll work it out with you.
Oh,
Steve, you want me to count or do you want to count?
Why don't you count this time? I counted last time.
Okay. Well, I can do that. The topic is drums and percussion. Ready?
Who's going first?
Yes, Jordan.
Jordan's
go.
going first.
it's gonna be tough to beat you.
Ooh, I'm worried that I'm going to get ensnared.
Now, if I lose, I promise not to be mad. I don't want any percussion going on here.
You know, I paid a dime for this drum. It was a 10-penny drum.
I'm gonna snare you in a trap soon. You'll see.
Snare was used.
Just been
One
used.
strike for
Oh,
Jordan.
Snare was used. Oh, okay. This is a symbol of how difficult this category is.
Y'all marimba the good old days?
Oof, I'm gonna have to throw the kitchen syncopation at you.
So I went out to go play some drum, or to go do some percussion with a farmer, and I asked, okay, well, where are all your instruments? And he said, well, let's go out to the let's go out back. Look, and there was a xylophone in the silo.
Well, when I go to England, I'm going to have to convert my currency to pounds.
So I want to go, I'm going to go out on the lake and do some nice bass drumming.
Oh, bass drumming. Okay. Let's see. Oof, we're going to have to marching band together on this one.
So where's the pun? Wait.
Band together, and I use marching band given the association with percussion instruments.
Steve? I don't think
I would accept it. It's not, band together. Well, actually, it's not a pun because band together is what bands do.
Well,
so,
well, but it's spelled differently. If he's doing, no, I'm sorry, it's not.
It's not band.
I apologize. Yes, I agree. That's what I was thinking in my head. Where's where I do most of my thinking.
I'll
go
say
ahead.
it's a gray enough area that I won't give you a strike on that, but you get to go again.
I agree.
Can the pun be salvaged, or is it just not band together? Okay.
You can salvage it. Yeah, if you can salvage that word.
Okay. I'm really struggling here. It is, I'm wounded by how hard this is. I'm going to have to slap on a marching band-aid.
There we go.
So, out in Texas, I used to live in Austin. I miss it. And I just remember, you'd see all this, like if you drove out into the sticks, you'd see all this pro-gun propaganda. And I'm not sure how I feel about the Glock and Spiel.
However this turns out, we got a drumstick together.
Yeah, I just, I was watching football earlier today, and it said, "Oh, do you think they would block?"
Wow, you're really on a Dave Grohl.
A what?
Dave Grohl.
Former drummer of the when he was the drummer for Nirvana.
Yes, and now with can't think of it. Foo Fighters. Yes.
Am I running Ringos around you?
Wow, you're a real star, I'll tell you what.
'Tis better to have clavied and lost than to never have clavied before.
Ugh, I guess I'm really starting to xylophone it in.
Xylophone has been used. That's 2 strikes. You get to go again, Jordan.
Okay. Oof. That this is very difficult. I appreciate all the attention here. It makes me feel like the handbell of the ball.
I wanted to go retrieve my best drumming implements, but they were in hell, so I had to cross the river Styx.
I failed music class. I surrender. I do not. I can't.
All right. Well, let's hear from both these contestants.
I'm sorry, Jordan.
Not really. Music was not my
Jordan.
Music was not my forte.
No.
Jordan, you were very good by all measures, and everybody has timpani for you.
Yeah, we were not tambourine with the election. I promise you that.
Couldn't you have picked music? It's so hard to go just drums, but I guess that keeps this shorter.
It's hard to make a living playing the drums. It never made anybody rich.
You both did amazingly well. So Arun, congratulations. You'll be moving on to the semifinals. And Jordan, feel free to stick around if you want. We'll all be making some puns later.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Hopefully see you next year in person, Jordan.
And feel free to make your percussion puns in the chat now.
We got a recording queued up, Aaron? Let's do a little vamping with another interlude here.
Oh.
Someone has to okay me.
Support for this presentation comes from Tongue and Cheek Body Piercing. Give us a ring and let us tell you about our hunky studs.
There you go. Thank you, Erica.
I didn't realize my microphone was on, and I'm laughing at myself.
I'm disabled.
I think we got another comment from Judy over there in the peanut gallery. What do you got to say, Judy?
No, I'm disabled. My video is disabled.
Yes.
That's okay. We can still hear you talk.
Well, okay, I'll talk then. I wish someone who is a drummer and has a whole trap set would put together a shtick about drumming.
That would make you a real drummer queen, wouldn't it?
I'd love to see that on Punniest of Show.
Next year in the real world. We're going to do it next year in the real world.
I hope
Judy,
so. Please.
Judy, I always tell people I'm a drummer, not a musician, and people say, "Get off your hi-hat."
He's so simple-minded, you know.
Used.
Keep them coming in the chat. We got a few good ones. We got one from Nikolai. We got one from Nikolai saying, "I want to take my drums on a boat trip." A Tom Cruise. We got, when it comes to joints, try ankles. That was very good, Ben. Okay, those are the ones I see here.
All right, we're coming up on heat number 11. On deck, please, Ben and Erica. Erica's going to switch over and join the MC crew here for a few moments. Meanwhile, let's call to the out of the green room here. We're looking for Nikolai Vanyo and Joe Morris, contestant number 15 and contestant number 11.
Welcome.
Hello.
Good to be back.
want to read their intros?
I've got Nikolai, has competed twice in the pun off. He's a 20-time Punderdome champion and co-host of the monthly punny language-based variety show Vocabularé, which I highly recommend. If you're really into cerebral stuff, not necessarily all puns, but very, very well thought out and a very well presented presentation. He lives in New York City, and his haiku. Please mute that microphone, whatever that is, background noise.
The ones in a wind tunnel.
Silence for the haiku. Pretty good at puns, depending on last night's sleep. Hope I can win this. Thank you, Nikolai. And number 11, Joe Morris. His first time, he's a first timer. He's a virgin. He said he once created 20 eye rolls inside of 1 minute. And something about his apartment. I don't know. These are answers to questions I don't have the text to, but anyhow, he lives in his apartment. I believe that's the question was, where do you live? And he lives in his apartment. And his haiku, for what it's worth, howdy, my name, Joe. This is my one real talent. 5 more syllables. My favorite haiku of the day. He fulfilled the requirement. So thank you, Joe, for that. And thank you, Nikolai. And I'm going to toss it over now to Erica to introduce the topic. And Ben.
All right. Ben, you'll count us?
Okay.
Either way.
I'm going to apologize for some noise in the background. I have a very rambunctious child living above me.
If you want to mute, it can still count. I think that would be helpful. Perfect. So I hope neither of you is lactose intolerant, because the topic of the day, we're going to start with Joe, is cheese. We're off.
Cheese.
Yes?
Well, that's a pretty Swiss category.
Pretty what?
Pretty Swiss. So Swiss.
Swiss. Okay.
I don't feel like I'm going to be very good at this.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another pimento, please.
Well, I may be cheddar.
Can a horse run very fast? Well, a mare can.
Very good.
Yeah, they can run like the breeze.
Okay, so I guess I have to come up with another one.
Oh, we went Spanish. I like it.
You say, I say, go. Yeah.
It works.
Can a mule run? And Asiag can go.
I think that's what we just used.
Yeah, just used such a strike.
1 strike.
Okay.
Try another one.
The ranchers like to, people who live in the country like to smile for pictures. We call that cottage cheese.
I don't like to be naked on my own. I don't like to be in the buffalo.
Who does? I mean,
I like to donate to charities to help people in poverty.
Havarti. Very good.
Havarti, yeah.
I'm trying to decide whether to adopt a mixed breed dog or convert to Islam. Mutts or Allah?
Very good.
I'm getting into political campaigns. We're trying to get some foreigners into sort of making milk out of we're trying to get them to get milk hardened. So it's we're getting, the campaign's going to be called Mexican 4 Cheese Blend.
Have you talked to any ranchers, like Farmer John or?
Oh, Joe.
So I'm gonna call my friend. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I'm sorry we timed you out. Sorry about that.
Oh man, too bad.
That
Good job.
was wonderful. I felt like I could see both of your brains working. Mozzarella, I'm going to remember. That
Yeah.
was great.
It was absolutely fantastic. Joe, you're very good at your craft. Just in case you were wondering, I fed a cheese to Gary earlier and he had a meltdown.
Yeah, we should have collaborated on that, David.
And from Medusa and all the Gorgons, hola.
That was amazing. So congratulations, Nikolai. You're moving on to the semifinals. Feel free to stick around, Joe. We'll have some fun punning later.
Before we go into Heat 12, I want to stop and remind everybody who is tuned in this evening about what happened this morning. We started out with a panel of 16 wannabe pun champions this morning at 11 o'clock ish, and winnowed it down to a second round panel of 8. So all of these people that you're seeing compete here this evening already competed this morning, which might explain why some of them are tapped out already. But mostly it's the hosts and the contest and the MCs that are probably getting tapped out. But if you missed what happened this morning, you didn't miss much, and hopefully it did not survive on the archive, so you won't have to be subjected to it. We will go into heat number 12 here in a minute, unless Aaron has another quick announcement that you can share with us. You got something to fill a little gap, Aaron?
Excuse me, I wanted to cut in on the cheese.
Oh, please. You.
But my video is
one of
off
Austin's
still.
4 original squares. Historic Brush Square is the home of the O. Henry Museum, the Austin Fire Museum, and the Susanna Dickinson Museum. Come and enjoy this hidden gem nestled between 5th Street and the Convention Center. It's time you got hip to be square.
Okay, still cutting in on the cheese. One of the worst things about being in jail, if you've ever been a prisoner, I have not, but I'm sure one of the worst things is having to listen to all the rogues fart.
Feel free to put the rest of your puns in the chat. Very good.
We should just get rid of O. Henry and name this the Punch and Judy show.
Well, I was going to say
Judy's punchline show.
If anyone likes Indian food, we do all have a pun ear. So, okay.
You can turn off her camera, but you can't cut her microphone. Heat number 12 coming up next, and Erica, stay up with the MC panel because you're going to be paired up with Steve on this one.
You got it.
On deck.
Oh, this is our wild card round.
This is our wild card round. We had some uncomfortable dropouts in the morning round, and we had to pull some wild cards out. So it worked out pretty well for contestant number 8, Nandan Nanpali, who got a technical foul in the middle of his competition. His computer died, and he had to get rebooted. And by the time he got rebooted, he'd already been booted. So that didn't work out so well for him. But we put him back in on the sudden death playoff here. He's going up against contestant number 2, Manny Marshall. And I will read Manny's bio here. He says, how many times, if any, have you competed and won in the pun off? Never. I'm a total rookie. So rookie dude, let's go. What are your other punning accolades? None. I have made more than a few beg me to stop punning. Where do you live? In your apartment? No, he lives in Richmond, Virginia, not in the other guy's apartment. And Manny's haiku is coffee in the AM, talking all day for green. Could be worse, I think. So that's the lowdown on Manny. And let me look up Nandan because I know he came up short on a haiku earlier, and we had to assign him one. But I think he's come up with one since. So Nandan's haiku is phones just get too hot and yet you end up frozen. She said, let it go. So we've got that in there, and I've lost the page that has your stuff on it. And then here we go. Here we go. I'm going to read it for you. He's been a pungent since way in the early days. He's spent more than half of his life in the musical radioactive city, taking particle in O. Henry Punoffs with uncertainty since 2000 to keep the bills paid. He's worked in tech's A-list, AMD, ARM, Amazon. So apparently AMD's arm is Amazon. I didn't never know that. All right. So thank you, Nandan, for coming back and getting your second shot up here. Hope we're going to make it worth your while, both you guys. Coming out of the blue here, Steve and Erica, let's throw to you and give us the topic.
You want to give the topic and I'll count?
All right. All right. The topic, and Manny, you'll be going first. The topic is hair. No hair products, but hair.
No worry. We did that one this afternoon. You realize, right? First round.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was watching some old videos.
I think
My bad.
so.
Sorry. My bad.
I hope you remember what you heard because it's your turn.
So you stalled,
okay. Well,
you stalled long enough, Manny. It's your
I'm
turn now.
I'm bang on, getting ready to start. So, yeah.
All right. He actually made his first pun there. So Nandan, you're up.
Yeah. I think I already pressed it.
Like pressing hair?
Really? Yeah. I mean, come on.
Oh.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to put it in pinkies. Right.
Pinkies?
Sorry. I'll change that. Yeah. I think whenever I get to telling false stories, it's called a ponytail.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I was walking out of my house the other day. I tripped and fell and I abraded my knee.
Yeah. Must have been very frizzy.
Yeah, well, hair today, gone tomorrow.
Waiting for that
nothing's permanent.
So a perm is actually called a perm because it's permanent. So if you don't mind just redoing that one.
All right.
And I got them in 4th grade, so I would know.
Okay. Well, it's a different kind of whale. It's a sperm whale.
Just because they made you do it over doesn't need to be curlish about it.
Yeah, but that'll keep us parted.
It will. But I must ask you, to do that again.
Very good.
Yeah, it's called I tried, but I'm a beard. Right. All right. Let me try that again.
Oh, try that again.
The word is good.
Yeah.
Just a pun.
Yeah. It's Saturday evening. I should be beard up.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if the beard doesn't work, you might want to goatee.
Yep. I think. Basic thing. It's a really sidey burn.
Oh, okay. I bow to your superior knowledge.
Yeah, but I'm really kind of bald.
Yeah, there's a soul patch of people that have that same problem.
I think that's a very furry thought.
Yes, well, I had some other thoughts, but we are out in pubic, so I can't say anything.
We're getting entangled.
Yes, there's not a lot you can do about it.
I know. I dread getting locked.
Yeah, because what happens is you have 2 different ways it can go, and then you get split ends.
Yeah, I heard that's kind of what straighteners do.
Yeah, though, what's really funny, Dan, it's rough.
I think
Dandruff.
overall, I would prefer this to be like the fuzzy end.
Fuzzy was used.
Was it?
That's one
Okay.
strike.
Okay.
You're on again then, Undone.
Yeah, got it. It's more the merrier. No, that's not good.
You got this.
All right, I think it is a bob. Right. Okay. Let me go to that one again.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll put in my bob on this.
He just froze on me. There we
Run
go.
that by me again.
Yeah, I'll put in
What
my
was the
bob on
pun?
this. The
Okay.
bob. The bob cut.
Right. What does it
Oh.
mean? What do you mean when you say
A
I'll
bob,
put in
you
my bob?
you put in your money, right? The English talk about
Yes, a
bet,
bob is a shilling.
Yeah, it's a shilling.
All right,
Yeah,
Manny,
Well
you've
then.
had
Yeah,
plenty
is that
of
about
time
what it
to
co-
come
isn't
up
that what
with a
it
great
costs
one.
for a bun?
Nandan, you're up again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is. You have birds that fly. Some of them are eagles. Some are mohawks.
Were you shaving that one for later?
Only after I trimmed it.
I'm not sure if that was a pun.
Was there a pun there?
Okay. Trim me later.
Here we go.
Well, I will, but if I have a few more sips, I might be buzzed.
Yeah, I think I took a big swig, and it stuck in my mullet.
Yeah, I can understand that, but that's a part of the game.
Part was
Has
actually
been
used.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay.
That's one strike.
One strike.
One strike for each contestant. Manny, you get to go again.
All right. I realized that Nandan really knows hair.
Yeah, that's how my corn grows. Corn grows.
Cornrows. Yep, we got it.
Very good.
Yeah, no problem. That's you have cornrows. That's why you need plates.
Need what?
Plats, I believe is actually what they're called.
Okay, thank you.
Well, this morning what happened? My phone got hot and I froze.
Very good.
Good.
Is that why your eyes were scrunching up?
Yeah, I lashed out.
Eyelash has been used. Oh, wait a minute. Let me double check that.
I don't
Eyebrow
think
was
so.
used, but eyelash
Eyebrow was
not.
used. Eyelash was not.
Okay.
Yep. Good pun.
Yeah,
And just to let you know, you're at 7 minutes and 13 seconds. So you got up to 10.
So when you were out last night, were you listening to that hair band? Or is that repeating hair? Or is that
We're good with it.
okay?
I liked it.
The rich county next to New York is called Westchester Hair.
Oh yes, chest hair. Got it.
Yeah, I heard that the fire department is using a new device instead of crowbars and stuff to get into burning buildings. They put a little device on the sill, and then they pump the door open.
Can we actually get to airband? No.
Hairband was used.
Hairband was used.
Okay.
And
That's okay. Strike
you
two.
got 5 seconds.
Okay. Spray.
I'm sorry, Nandon. I like the effort though.
All right.
Oh, Manny,
Well done,
that
Manny.
was-
Manny
Congratulations.
is the winner on time. But both of you folks really stretched this out. So
That was so good.
Thank you.
Oh, you guys
Thank
are
you,
just
guys.
in my style. You guys are so good.
I just want to know
that
what your
means-
Grecian formulas are.
Right?
Oh, now you're bringing in the products. That was illegal.
Legal
Right?
products were
Was.
illegal.
It
Yeah.
was. So that was amazing. So going on to the semifinals will be Aaron, Arun, Nikolai, and Manny in that order. So it'll be Aaron versus Arun, Nikolai versus Manny. And for the MCs, we'll be looking at topic number 13.
There's going to be hell to pay after this.
Oh, we got another ad.
And no sound. No sound. Silent ads. Might as well listen to Judy freelancing it again.
Oh, well, that was my favorite ad. Maybe we'll get to play it later. That's okay. So welcome, friends, to the semifinals. Congratulations to everyone who has earned their spot here. Looks like the MCs for this round are David and Steve. And if you want to...
Hello?
Oh,
Hello? Yeah, we're having the pun off. Yeah, we're doing the pun off. Yeah. Hello? Yes.
Hello?
You ready to donate? You want to make some donations? Great. This is our phony phone bank. Yeah, you're calling our phony phone bank. It's not a real phone bank. It's a phony phone bank. How did you get this number anyhow? Just hang on. Somebody else is calling in here. Hello? Oh, Henry Punoff World Championships. Yes. Yes, we're raising money this year. We're trying to raise money, but nobody's calling in. Yeah, you got some money? Great. Can you got a fax machine? Yeah, fax it to us, would you? Go ahead. Yeah. Hey, look. Oh, yeah, great. It's coming in. Hey, look, I got it. It came already. That's what you got to do, folks. Donate your money to the Brush Square Museums Foundation to help support the 44th annual O. Henry Punoff World Championships. We need your dough. We're on a roll, but we're not rolling in dough. So keep those cards and letters coming in. Wait. Hello. What? Oh, what's the address for the PayPal? I don't know. You can get a PayPal indulgence, I suppose, from the Pope. Oh, PayPal. Yeah. Hang on just a minute. Let me see if I can talk to. Hang on. Clay, is that you? Are you there, Clay?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of people calling in wanting to know how to donate money to the pun off. Can you tell us how to do that?
Sure,
On the line here,
absolutely.
I've got Clay Laban. He's the board president of the Brush Square Museums Foundation and a key player in the background of the pun off this year. Glad you could show up, Clay. You're a little foggy there. Have you cleaned your glasses lately?
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, hey, this is quite an event. I really appreciate all the punslingers who are tuned in and watching, and all the ones that are competitors. The Brush Square Museum Foundation collects money all year round, but this is our biggest annual event. It's an auction, which we have now is an online auction. Of course, we couldn't have our usual auction, our book sale, which we have at Brush Square. So you can go to the Pun Intensive or Pun Off 2021 and support us, and scroll down and you'll see that we have an auction item there. It's on Bidding Owl. You'll know that you're in the right place. Also, you can donate if you see the QR code. The QR code on the screen will take you to just a PayPal,
phone calls,
which will donate.
Yeah, they're fake.
So
They're all
really
fake.
appreciate all your help.
We
Give us
don't have a real phone number. No.
your support, and we'll make the pun off happen again. Thanks, Gary. See ya.
Hey, I got a cordless phone. Chiquita it out. Hey. Clay, I would like to add something to what you just said. If you go to punoff2021.com or just punoff.com, click on the tab that says support us, and that will have the links to the auction. It will have the links to t-shirt sales that raise money for the museum, and they're wonderful souvenirs there.
Anyway, that's what you need to click on is support at either punoff.com or punoff2021.com. And by the way, if you go to punoff2021.com, you can also watch the Punniest of Show videos that are there. Each one is 2 minutes, and you get to vote on your favorite.
And I
we
like
really
your shirt,
do need your
David.
support. We really do need your support because we haven't had any significant revenue for the last 2 years, and we're still putting money into this production of this pun off. So if you're having any fun at all, or if you're wishing you were here, or if you have plane tickets that you did not buy this year and you want to go ahead and throw us the money that you would have spent on plane tickets. Now we have some great stuff in that auction. Tell them a little bit about some of the stuff in the auction, Clay.
Okay, yeah, great stuff that we have. First of all, there's a number of things that are pun-off related. For example, the DVD of the 10 best punniest of show from 1989 to 1999. That was a program that was made by George McClugan. You just can't find that anyplace else. Also, we've got some rare original drawings by Scott Hilburn has made some drawings, and those
Scott
are
Hilburn,
available.
the artist that does the Argyle sweater. He's the guy who's probably the most forwarded artwork in the punning community, because nearly every panel he does has got some puns or wordplay going on in it. And
Right.
he was
comes with
on
a
our
book,
judge
too.
panel he was on our judge panel in 2019, and he brought us a bunch of books and signed the books, and he's been a real good friend of the event, and he's donated 4 original art panels from Daily Comics that he's done, and we put those together as bundles in the auction for you can buy one of his books that's autographed and his original artwork as well. So go on there and find those, and also t-shirts. Talk about t-shirts, Clay.
Okay, well, we've got a new design that was designed by Emily at the O. Henry Museum, and it's turn on, tune in, and pun off. It's a really cute design. You can get it on a t-shirt, you can get it on a tote bag, you can get it on a coffee mug, and it's there on the online store. And I just want to say thank you to, let's see, I had it there for a second. We just got a donation from Jeff Hurling, I think it was. I lost it. And yes, Jesse Hooling. Jesse Hooling, just thank you very much for your PayPal donation. Also, we have if you're in Austin, you can pick up your items at the O. Henry Museum. We have gift baskets. We have sports tickets. We have several entertainment gift certificates, including Esther's Follies, 2 tickets to Esther's Follies. So take a look. We have 68 items in our auction.
Yeah, no, we have enough puns. What we need is more funds, not puns. I got plenty of puns. I got puns coming out in my ears, man. We're not taking puns on the telephone call here. We're taking funds. We want your funds. People don't seem to understand the concept of a fundraiser. Hey, you know,
Thanks,
one of my favorite things is always been the pun off t-shirts, and I decided this year I was gonna support my favorite cherry tea by buying my favorite cherry tea. Ha ha. Okay, that's my gag for the day. So hang on. I got one more important call coming in. Yes. Oh, okay. Hello, Porter, Mr. Porter. Oh, it's O. Henry himself. Yeah. Yes. What did you say? Rolling over? What? Rolling over in your grave. Oh, that's not a good thing.
Maybe he's just done on one side.
What we've done in the name of O. Henry. Yeah, well, you know, it's a pretty twisted ending, I know. But well, thanks for calling in, and thanks for watching. That's the main thing. We want to get more people watching. So thanks a lot. And back to you, Erica, for the beginning of round 3.
Thank you, Clay. Thank you, Gary. Comical as always. We did get some amazing hair puns in the chat that I want to give credit to. We got from Larry Lefkowitz. She covers her hair because she has shy locks. We got from Dave Wallace, every time I go to the farm, the cow licks my face. Very good. Love it. Let's see. There was one more I wanted to read that I loved, but I can't seem. Oh, yes, from Nandon himself. Do you have broadband? You use Ethernet? You have to really think about that. That's a thinky one. So anyway, excellent puns. You can keep punning on hair in the chat, but now we are on to the semifinals. And as someone just pointed out, this is apparently the A round because we have Aaron and Arun coming to the virtual stage. So how does it feel, Aaron? Did you think you were going to make it to the semis?
I genuinely did not, and I'm also very excited about this round because it's actually a rematch between Arun and I from last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We punned on music genres.
Yes, we did.
Yes, that's right. Hey, well, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see
That's
you too.
wonderful. So, and Arun, are you excited to be here competing against Aaron again?
Yes, I am.
All right, and remind us where we know college dorm, but where are you coming from again?
Orange, California.
All right.
Nice. Hello from
And
West
Arun?
Lafayette, Indiana.
All right. I love
Different
it. And I'm
college
sitting here in Washington, D.C. right now. So, and Gary's in Austin. So we have all the quadrants covered. So let's bring up our
and because we've already read everybody's haiku except mine, I'm gonna go freelance on my haiku here. I wrote extra haiku for all the people who didn't show up. So I'm gonna read you one here. Taking it to the mat, my linguistic gymnastics floor exercise.
Very good. I love it. So we're going to bring up our MCs for this round, which who would be David and Steve. And I will let them take it away.
Okay, our topic for this one is photography. Steve, would you count for this one, please?
I will.
Thank you. Thank you. Ready?
Wait, who's going
Aaron,
first?
Aaron, you're number one.
Arun is number 2.
Yes.
So hopefully it's going to be a really fun category.
Wait, what was the pun? Sorry.
Really fun category.
Real.
Ooh, I almost filmed for that one.
I think that's not a pun. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm hoping you can lend me some puns here.
So I broke up with someone because they weren't the real deal. It was an exposure.
Oh, that's sorry to hear that. It's did you flash out at them?
So they didn't like they didn't like tulips, so they thought it was just a trend, a flash bulb. Pun on bulb, I guess.
Flash bulb, yeah.
I have a dog that's a criminal. It's an icon.
Is that your head canon?
I wish it was. No, it's not. Actually, I don't know if. So basically, my friend was talking about Mario Odyssey, and he's like, "What that is like?" He's like, "Is that a cap?" Sure.
Mario Odyssey? Still?
Arun, can you keep facing the camera?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Oh, yeah. So the other day I was talking to my friend about the north and south of the Earth, and apparently I found out up there where Santa is, an addict. I was like, wow, Pole, a roid rager.
I remember when I was in college, my classes were really hard. My grades weren't the best. In fact, the Fs topped.
I'm saying this is a really hard category. With my brain, we filter up.
I'm not used to the cold weather here. I don't know the fashion. I don't know what's considered coach tact.
I was looking at the alphabet, and stuttering is part of it. Trust me. And I was like, oh hey, CP.
Sepia?
Sepia.
Oh, sepia, yes.
Sepia.
That must have been a tense moment.
It really was. But I had one. I think I'm gonna have to call it here. I can't. There's so much photography stuff, but
sorry.
There's
That's okay.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, dude. I'll
that's
see you
okay,
again next year,
Aaron.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Sorry, I couldn't picture anymore. God.
That category has a tendency to make people shudder. So don't worry about
but
it.
it's a lot of fun to view masters at work.
We'll let it slide.
That was great. That was so good. Don't forget to give your photography puns in the chat. Arun, you'll be joining somebody, TBD, in the finals. And that somebody will be Nikolai or Manny, who are up next. Manny wrote a funny pun. He tried pod. I did that once too. What is this? Aperture hour? Very cute. Thank you, Sarah. Let's see. Any other good photography puns I'm missing in here? Okay. Glossed over some possibilities. All right.
Some people made some really bad gaffes in there, GAFs.
Yeah, took them to the mat then, huh?
Yep.
Anyway. All right.
All right.
Get
So
in the head
let's,
game here.
we have our two
New
people.
subject.
So second round of the semifinals. Welcome, welcome. So Nikolai, tell us, are you excited to be here? How's New York these days? What's on your mind?
I mean, you can hear the cars honking outside my window, so that
Just a little.
that's that. It's a Saturday night in the city, so who knows? Things are, yeah, I'm excited. I think this is the farthest I've been, but I also am intimidated. Everyone's good.
You're all really good. It's really impressive.
Well, if you're timid at dating, you need to talk to Erica because she's a dating expert.
I think
me, not so much. I'm dating myself, but that's another problem.
Manny, tell us
So
something. I mean, this is your first time, so tell us. It's obviously a lot different in person. So I know some of the people who are competing have been in person. And today we had 16 competitors. In person, there are 32 competitors back to back to back. And there is no break between the quarters and the semis and the finals. So there's some fatigue going on. So I'm curious to know, one, how you feel since you've gotten this far. And two, if you think you'll join in Austin when things are allowed to be in person.
To the second, I would like to. It's been one of those like kind of bucket list when I can get down there, because I also know Austin is known for its food and its music and lots of stuff, not just the pun off. And I actually have a couple of friends down there, so it would be one of those, hey, I'm coming down to visit kind of things. So
Remind
that
me
would
where
be
you
very,
live?
very cool. Pardon me?
Where do you live again?
I
Where do
live
you
in Richmond.
Oh,
I live in
You're near-
Richmond, but I'm one of those people. I've lived literally all over the country. So, because I'm
Got
originally
it.
from South Florida, moved from there to Seattle, from Seattle to St. Paul, from St. Paul to here, and then there were other places in between. So yeah.
Oh, man, I'm having trouble
got
following
tired.
you, and I'm not even a stalker.
Well, congratulations, Manny, on making it
Thank
this
you.
far for your
But
first
yeah, no, I did
time.
not expect to make it this far. So this is kind of fun.
You're
Don't
doing
worry, it's
great.
probably going to be a dead end for you before long anyway.
Well, that's not very
We're going to
nice.
bring it.
So,
Well, I'm sorry, that's not very nice. But you know, we can only have one winner except for the two runners up. So
all right.
in heat number 14, Erica is going to go with Ben on the MC crew, and I'm going to read yet one more of my haiku. When reading my palm, I'm counting on my fingers. Give me a big hand.
All right.
All right, that's enough of that, and we're gonna throw then to Erica and Ben. Let's go.
All right. I'll count Erica because I feel you're going to know more about this topic than I will. I'm guessing.
Interestingly enough, I got put on pregnancy, which I've never been, and this topic. The topic for you gentlemen in the second round of the semifinals, and whoever's making noise, please mute. The topic is cosmetics. We'll start with Manny.
You know, when I first met my wife and we first started dating, what was also about our first kiss was how our lips sticked.
I'm trying to come up with like the best pose for this segment. Maybe lean.
Well, you know, if you want to gloss over it like that, I guess so.
I really liked how in the 20s people would wear things on their face a lot. You know, I miss that mascara.
Yeah, you know what's really cool though is like Erica, you don't look very, very tall, so you know I'm just kind of figuring you're kind of compact. You know.
I am, but how did you know? Okay.
I was going through the morgue in the like spare parts department. You know, they have that, it's a real thing. And I found a shin.
That's disgusting and amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, you know, I mean, if you really want to be base about it, I guess you could go there.
I don't want to blush through these. Let's take our time.
Well, you know, I lashed it a lot longer in this than I thought I was gonna.
I'm not sure eyelash is a cosmetic, but you're on the right track there.
I'm faking it. I faked lasting as long as I have.
I know what you're going for, so we'll take it.
Okay.
When I am playing pool, I line her up and I hit it.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know, but you know that when you do that though, isn't that kind of being kind of rouge?
I don't know if it was you or someone else that in the last round mentioned, you know, these things. I would just want to find a guy who knows hair trimmers.
Is that really a nose hair trimmer? Is that really a cosmetic though, or just a device?
For men? For men, do men not need to look good? I mean, it's
they do. They do.
I'll defer to Erica.
I think let's take it. I like the pun.
Well, you know, I guess, you know, then we could make up and brush it off.
I like falling in waves. I like crest trips.
Okay. All right. So, you know, when you're
Oh, Manny.
I'm done.
Sorry, Manny.
I'm done.
Wow.
Tough one. Cosmetics is tough.
That
was a hard one.
That's a tough topic.
That was very tough. Whether it's a cosmetic or not, I did enjoy your nose hair trimmer pun. So Manny, you did great. I'm impressed.
Well, thank you. It's been a blast.
You even knew what base was, and you're correct. I'm 5'1", so thank you.
My wife is
Manny,
5'2",
thanks for
so
all your
I had the
puns.
perspective about right. So.
And
All right, thanks again.
I would have let him get by with eyelash because false eyelashes are cosmetics, are they not?
That's what
she did.
Yeah. Okay.
He changed it into that.
I'm going to interject here without permission from anybody. We have not yet called upon our drawing board, and just in case we don't eventually, let's do like we did this morning, and throw to the drawing board and get them to give us a little summary of what they think has gone on right and done well this evening, and then we will mark a little time and then go to our final round. So Bill, if you will go ahead and introduce yourself and your drawing board panels, drawing board members, and explain a little bit about what you almost got to do and why it was important.
Sure. So as y'all have seen, as we get into the semifinals and finals, the rounds go longer and longer. And as in the live pun off, we just let them go until somebody runs out. But in the online, it becomes rather tedious. And so we do have a 10-minute limit, and I'm back here running a timer. And if we had run out of time, I would have interrupted at the end of 10 minutes. But nobody's quite hit it. We've gotten to within a minute and a half, but nobody's ever hit it yet. So I've had a panel of judges. You can see Reggie, Faith, and Sarah, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves in just a moment. And in fact, I'll go ahead, and we also had Ian in the morning session, but he's in Great Britain and it's in the middle of the night there. So he's not with us tonight. But let's go ahead and we'll just do this in alphabetical order by first name. Faith, you want to go first?
Yes, absolutely. So I took some notes during it. It was really, really stellar set of rounds. I really loved the cheese round in particular earlier. I love that there was a bilingual pun in there. And in that last section too, Nikolai's pun about the spare parts in the morgue, that just absolutely killed me, pun intended. And the very topical pun of afros when he Nandan had frozen earlier. I love those very rare situational puns that really come out during these competitions.
Thank you. And Faith, where are you joining us from?
I'm joining us from South Bend, Indiana tonight.
Okay. Reggie.
Yeah, well, I'm joining you from Austin, Texas, where the home of the pun off is.
Can you turn up your volume a little bit?
Let me see about that.
Or just get closer to your mic.
I'll get closer to my mic. Is that better?
Much better.
Okay, I'll just scream into my mic. So anyway, Austin, Texas. I've competed once in Punslingers. I think it was 2017 or 2018. I got slaughtered, but I had a lot of fun. I've just been cracking up over a lot of these puns and just impressed with how much presence of mind people have and sticking with it. One of my favorites was Aaron Lip, his worst sister. And I loved Arun's Glockenspiel, the gun pun. And it kind of just went by kind of quickly, but I thought it was great. But there's just been so many of them that were just really great. But those were two of my favorites.
Okay. Thank you, Reggie. And Sarah, where are you joining us from?
Hi, everybody. I'm joining us from San Diego, California. I am the host and creator of San Diego Pundemonium, a monthly pun competition at Finest City Improv in the Hillcrest neighborhood of San Diego. Our biggest draw is we are across the street from a ramen restaurant. Never a new dull moment there. As far as puns that I liked the most, I also was a fan of the condiments round, honestly. Like there was a lot of really good back and forth. And, one of the ones that stuck out the most to me was just one of the simple ones. I think it was something about like, soy, we're doing this, just good, one syllable. I would not have thought of that immediately. And I liked it. Was also very impressed by the two dudes going back and forth on cosmetics for so long. Foundation, that was a good one. Otherwise, kind of definitely echoing a lot of the sentiments of the other judges. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
And as I mentioned, I'm Bill Kreider. I'm here in Austin, Texas. I'm an Austin native, and I'm a longtime pun off attendee. And this is my third time judging. And I competed twice, and I along with Reggie, I didn't get very far. I never got past 2 rounds. My sons have also competed one of my sons has also competed in the pun off. And let me tell you what, folks, it's very easy to pun until you get head to head in the competition. Competing is a whole different thing. When you pun under pressure, punning under pressure is much, much more difficult than just punning for fun. So I want to really give a round of applause to the competitors, especially the ones that are going, yes, that good verbal pun, that round of applause. Thank you, Faith. And I want to compliment you all on how well you've done and how great the puns have been. My favorite pun of the night, by the way, it's one that I had not heard before, and I've heard a lot of puns in my day because I hang around with these guys here in Austin, Texas, including Gary and David. And so I hear a lot of puns. But one that was original was mozzarella. And that was my favorite pun of the night. So that one will stick with me. Once again, thank you to David for the opportunity again to be a judge. And thank you once again to my judge panel. We haven't had the necessity or opportunity to intervene. And who knows though, we've still got a competition to go, and we might be back or we might not. Tossing it back to you, Gary.
Thank you, Bill, and thank you everybody on the drawing board for this experimental little exercise. And we hope that you're not feeling ill-used just because we did not get a chance to log your votes in. But you just like the fire department and any number of other places, you know, it's good news when you're not called on, right? Because it means things are going right. So. Before we go on, Aaron, do you have any videos that are actually queued up and ready to actually watch or listen to? Because I really feel like we'd like to see some more of those videos if you've got one. Well, we'll end up with them all on the website. We'll put them up there, and everybody can have a good time looking at them later. Plus, you want to watch the "Is It a Pun" video a number of times over again before next year. Hey, speaking of next year is May already, you know, so we're only like what 5-6 months away from the pun off again, the real one, the real deal. Is that exciting?
It is 32 competitors.
No. Oh my God! I'm just now getting over my anxiety.
Before we invite the final two up, I just want to say thank you for everyone who's on here, who has bared with the technical issues and who has supported the pun off. And I think without further ado, the final two MCs are going to be David and Ben, who are already on screen. And you know who your finalists are, Arun and Nikolai.
And don't forget, I've still got one more haiku.
Don't worry, nobody's forgotten.
I saved this for the last.
All
Pun
right.
off 44. I can ignore it no more. Katie, bar the door.
Who's Katie?
Katie, bar the door.
Well, that
sorry,
and
that
also
is
I'd like to throw in one
generational
more
thing.
time, at least one more time. Please go to punoff2021.com and watch the Punniest of Shows videos and vote for your favorite. Each one is up to 2 minutes long, and everybody, when we're doing it online, everybody out there gets a vote. So please vote for your favorite, and we'd love to hear. And we would love to hear your.
Dave,
opinion.
how long is that voting open?
That voting is open for 1 week. It will close a week from tonight.
And watching all of them in one day will make 1 week.
Yes, you can take your time. We hope you'll watch them all before you cast your vote. But when you see one you like,
and you'll be able to see the official Pun Off T-shirt design on the website too. It's the one that "Have you heard the news?" We did not get a chance to display it here when we were doing the promos a while ago, but the official T-shirt is up there on that website as well. So if you see that logo, "Have you heard the news?" That's available on a T-shirt also.
So I wanted to ask
David, as
Yes.
a producer, I'm going to ask for your permission. This is the final, correct? We're about to do.
That is correct.
Okay.
We're about to crown a world champion.
We did not discuss this, but it seems to me that the 10-minute rule shouldn't apply on the final. We should just let them run. Is that all right with you?
Well, the rules that we came up with said it is 10 minutes. In fact, if the regular pun off, because we do have usually the two best punters theoretically in the world up here, it could run till 2 a.m. So let's.
Okay, so we still want
to. Tell you what, Bill. Let's do this. Let's make it a 15-minute rule.
15
compromise.
minutes.
We are under budget. We can spare the extra 5 minutes.
Yeah,
no problem.
let's make it 15 just to be safe.
Will
I
do.
think that sounds great.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Good idea.
Arun, do you want to share? I don't know if you do any. This is your time since you've gotten to the finals, both of you. It's your time to plug anything you want us to know. Any shows you're in, anything online. any hidden talents, anything you want us to know about you. Now's your time to shine.
Y'all really think I'm cooler than I am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I don't think I have anything in particular. This is my hidden talent.
Okay, well, we found it then.
But yeah, thanks for giving me the spotlight briefly to air my supposed. Yeah.
Nikolai, anything you'd like to plug?
He is also a math wizard. We did
Yeah.
not give him the category of math because we
Right.
know don't math with him.
Right. I guess that's true. That is my job. I get paid to do math. So
Yes. And Arun is not only brilliant in addition, but he knows a lot about Chinese food, so he can do addition and dim sum.
Nikolai, do you have anything you want to plug?
Sure. So I co-host a show along with a multi-time, I believe, O. Henry champion, Jersey Gwizdowski, and some other people that have performed in O. Henry called Vocabaret. It's every second Friday of the month at 7 p.m. You can watch it online. It's in New York, but you can watch it if you go to caveat.nyc or just search Vocabaret, you'll find it. It's on YouTube. It's a fun time. It's a very different show than most other Punch shows because it's not that funny. I guess it's more nerdy and wordy. But
Nikolai, I wanted to mention, I watched a lot of them, especially in the last couple of years, in the last year or so, and I really, really like Vocabaret, and I'm so glad I get to actually meet you in person.
Yes, it gets my thumbs up too. Very good show.
Me too. I love it.
I give it half a thumbs up.
Well, that's better than no thumbs up. So
that means I can digit.
I've been to the show too, both live and online, and I think it's excellent. So it's just 5 smart people saying smart stuff. Okay.
Making me feel stupid too, right?
So I'll leave it to David and Ben to moderate the final round. Good luck to both of you, and we'll start with Arun when it's time to go.
That's correct. And our final topic. Oh, Ben, would you like to count?
Yes, I will count.
My camera isn't doing very well with the fingers.
The topic is
I appreciate that. Our final
Roman warriors named Jim, wasn't it? In that final category, Roman warriors named Jim. No, they changed it. You have it.
What is this Jim? The Jim and topic?
That's what Ben heard. Anyway, thank you, Ben. Our final category, our final topic for the evening, for the World Championship of 2021 is groups, both human and animal.
Groups?
Groups.
Okay.
And Arun,
it's on me. All right. So y'all remember the Lion King, right? So you know that Simba was part of a crowd before his father died, and then afterwards he wasn't. And why is that? It's because pride comes before a fall.
Wow. I've heard actually that you can tell when something is going to collapse based on the rhythm. The beat tells you.
So, my mom always told me to beware. Don't just walk into a pile of crows. One does not simply walk into murder.
Sorry, what? Sorry.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Okay. I tried to get my group of crow friends together the other week, but it was only attempted murder.
So,
murder was just the one he just punned on.
No, he did Mordor. That's why I asked.
But the pun was the word murder because that's the group.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the fellowship. Sorry.
If I had interpreted that correct, your pun was
on
using murder for instead of Mordor.
Okay.
So since there was a bit of confusion, no strike, Nikolai, but try again, please.
Okay. I like to hang out with other boats, fellowships. Hello.
So I decided that I just wanted to go sit there and look up. I wanted to look up at the sky and see all the people in it. I was crowd watching instead of cloud watching.
I like to hang out with a bunch of criminals and play instruments with my conclave political players.
Are you a band?
What I was saying earlier, I also like to listen to the noises of the freeway. I like rolling tones.
I like this coat, but like a bunch of, it almost got stolen once by a bunch of birds. It was going to be a flock jacket instead of flak jacket.
I like to have a bunch of dogs in a line. They're all happy. Their tails are going wild. It's a wagon train.
So let's see. So, oh God, I'm sorry in advance. So when someone gets hard and it looks really cool, that's a wonder erection.
Like I like to get all my I have a group that's all people with it's all things that you pour water into, and we all have the letter in the alphabet in our first names. It's our NSYNCs.
What's an owl's favorite band? The Who?
Speaking of that thing I mentioned earlier with the dogs, the way I gather them is to put little cookies right here, and I get my Backstreet Boys.
So, oh yeah. So, someone suggested, hey, do you think there's a problem all these fish are gathering? And I said, nah, it's cool.
I like to, going back again to the criminal thing, I like to gather my criminal friends and get them to help me pay for my living situation. I like to gather the con for rents.
So don't look now, but I think some of my neighbors are trying to get together and steal some secrets. They're not fully there yet. They're just an aspiring spy ring.
Again, about the criminals, sorry to keep talking about criminals. I know my criminal friends, they really don't like air ducts. That's a real convention.
So when I want to go for a long time in the wilderness with some friends, that's my pack.
I like to also, just really dance around with a bunch of, clam pieces. It's my Pearl Jam.
So, personally, I think that the best band, the best metal band out there, it's the Metal Icon, Metallica.
Sorry, I heard you, I think.
So there's when I went to, so some people, they on one coast, I don't know, these are brands. On one side it's Dreyer's, on the other side it's Ease. But have you noticed that for some people it's the Carl's Jr. and for other people it's Hardy's?
Okay. I have another group of friends that we all get together and drink powdered orange juice. It's my woo Tang Clan.
It takes some panache to tell that joke. If I did, I would worry they would fall flat.
So I have are you hurt or are you just really small, sore or itty?
I don't know. I mean, last time I got hurt was because I broke some glass.
I don't want to club you over the head with this next one.
Why do you if you and I club me over the head together, I'm cohort.
Are you trying to join a group of female priest people? Are you Nyun? Are you a Nyun?
So, my sister is a grad student, and she's not just co-advised. Her two advisors do everything together. They're a co-lab. Like they put on laboratory.
Okay.
Co-lab.
I would like, I encountered these people that were very bad, and I had to take them out of there. So I drug gang members out of there.
So, I wasn't sure where my friend hid the Altoids. And so and it took a whole bunch of us to find it. In fact, it took a whole parliament.
Speaking again of my criminal friends, sorry, I keep bringing them up. They like to get, put on female clothing. It's the con dress.
So it's, I feel like your puns, they have a team. Team.
Well, yeah, but what was the actual pun?
What's the pun?
They have his puns. They have a theme, and the
Oh,
keyword is
okay.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Very good.
I was trying to think of my next one. I was trying to think, should I do another one of these based on the topic, or should I pivot to liquid food? Super group.
So I decided to make some coffee before I was called before the state called me to jury.
I was trying to think of who I wanted to join my group. Either the guy from the rabbits, the rabbits, or a testicle that has been scraped. Len or Skinnard?
Nice. If you don't mind me putting in, that was really good. If you don't mind me putting in some politics, go Warren. Warren of Rabbits.
Oh, good. That's a Toto one I did not think of.
A what?
Toto.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, that one had me wheezering.
I like to rent poetry from classic poets. It's my lease.
So my friends get together and they process ancient grains. It's a Durham circle.
When I see a famous actress from G.I. Jane, I get really scared. Academy.
So what do you call two kangaroos that share the same pouch? They're roommates.
What's that? What's that outside your window? A tree? Oh.
Actually, it's gotten kind of cold. I think it's a do. Oh.
I used to be a part of a group that was just this many fat people. It was the Flab Four.
So did you, I don't know. So my friend and his three identical brothers would they'd all go outside to practice singing. They were the quadruplets out on plazas, I guess I should say. So they were on the quad.
Are my puns getting to you? Are they Radiohead? Have they Radiohead?
A BT, yes.
Nice. What's on your lapel? I see your rose.
Sorry, I didn't.
Sigur Rós. Nice neck
Ooh,
band.
nice.
A little niche, I guess.
No, that's fine. I mean, so some people were protesting against the Women's March, but I Blackpink.
There's a train in New York that runs from Williamsburg to Manhattan. But the other day, it was just a guy pushing it. It was just a cart L.
So, I talked to some workers. One of them was, said he had layers, and I said, "You onion? Union?
Union has been used.
Ooh, okay, thanks.
There's a strike. Go again, Aaron.
All right, so I wanted to put a bunch of koi in my garden, so I needed a carp pool.
My son was asking what these joints are, on your legs, and I said, "That's the knees, child."
So I've just had no time to repair anything. It's because of my busyness.
back to the thing about the L. My child was also asking about that, and I was like, "That's TL, see?"
TLC?
Yeah.
Okay. So, after I eat way too much for Thanksgiving, it's because of this food that I sink into a coma. It's a torpor ration, torpurations.
I was down in Mexico, and they had this really sketchy boombox. It was LCD sound system.
So if you, I got one of your puns actually kind of knocked me off track. I was a fettered Asian.
Federation. Very good.
Back again to the criminals. They usually wear, things. So a confeder, I see.
Honestly, at this rate, it's an LLC. LLC, corporation, yes.
Mm-hmm. I see, corp.
We have 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go.
I'm gonna do some tea leaf reading and see what society says a T. Society. So say T.
I don't mind when a horse makes a noise. I don't neigh, Shun.
You're not contrite about it?
What's that?
Contrite? Country?
Oh. I don't know about that. Louisiana, they seem to be on their butts all the time. I don't like a city state.
I mean, it's the I don't know. It's do you what do you hate against Jughead, man? About man, Archie? Why? Monarchy.
Speaking of Jughead, or no, it's not Jughead, but a different thing. I once had sex with a mime in a river in France. I got insane clown pussy.
Okay, this is not my official submission, but did you notice it because you said, "Oh, I see P"? Actually, will you take that one, or is it too
Same
close to
group.
the previous?
Well, you know what? It's a pun on the nickname of them, not the full name of them. I think it's a different pun, personally.
Okay.
So I'm okay with taking it.
I have a German friend who really hates it when it's cold. When it's down the single digits, he says 9, the 8 degrees.
Time out. 15 minutes.
Holy shit! Really?
Well done, gentlemen.
Wow.
15 minutes.
Very
Big
good.
round of
Very
applause
good
for
round.
both these guys. Big round of applause. Everybody,
Well
turn
done.
your
Okay, David and
Wow,
Ben,
time
give-
flies when you're
give
having
the
fun.
panel a
That was
minute here.
incredible.
Ben, let's you and me disappear here so the drawing board can make their rulings, and I'll be back in a bit. Thank you, Ben.
We are
That was great.
finally going to throw. We're finally going to throw to the drawing board. I hope they're still awake. I hope they're still alive and still kicking. We did have Ian had to bail out because it was like 3 a.m. in his part of the world. So we've brought in an anonymous substitute whose name will stay protected just in case there's a real draw. But we have to have an uneven number of people, and of course we're all unbalanced. But we have to have an uneven number of people. So, Bill, did you get the message that we brought in a substitute? You there, Bill? Okay, we had to improvise our way around this.
I did get your message. The
Okay.
substitute will not be needed.
The substitute will not be needed. So you've already collected your votes. So that's all academic. So
Give me just another moment.
Yeah, give us your summary. Go ahead and call on the panel
Just
here.
give us a moment.
I can
Sorry.
give my feedback first if that helps.
Please.
I was just really incredibly impressed at both of you guys, but especially just the depth you guys took in the topic of, moving from groups of animals to musical groups to different occupations. You really stretched the limits in the best possible way. It really enriched the category. So great job, fellas. That was really, really incredible to watch.
Agreed. I truly appreciated that. Both of you had ones that just actually made me laugh out loud. Nikolai, that was insane clown pussy for me. Like
That was really good.
And Arun, Federation for Federation. I mean, my God. Very impressed with both of you.
Thank you.
Arun, I loved Leonard Skinner and the Wu-Tang Clan from Nikolai, but the whole thing was cracking me up.
I think Leonard Scared was mine as well.
That was, yeah. I know like 3 bands and I said all of them.
I was writing as fast as I could.
So as you can tell, the drawing board loved this last session. We all enjoyed it. I laughed out loud through most of it, and I enjoyed every bit of it, and you can tell that the other judges did as well. It is hard to choose between the two, but the panel has chosen Nikolai as the final champion.
Congratulations, Nikolai.
Thank you so much. That was hard.
That was hard. Yeah. I did not expect the last 15 minutes against you.
It was an honor. Thank you so much.
And of course, with this tremendous honor comes usually a big round of applause from the audience when we put you up on stage and we hand you your trophy. Unfortunately, virtual trophies are a little hard to hand over, but it looks a little something like this.
I love it.
It will look a little something like this. I had to bring this one off the bookshelf. This is my 1989 first place trophy in the O. Henry Punoff Best Dressed Pun, 1989, and we're still now after what 30 years still using the same south end of a northbound horse. It's a half-fast trophy because you're only going half fast. So Nikolai, you can add that to your collection.
Thank you. I think it's my only physical trophy. I've always gotten weird prizes from other things. This is the first trophy.
Well, if you're really worn out, you might get atrophy.
We would like every contestant that's here, please turn on your camera and wave goodnight to everyone. You did a fantastic job.
Amazing.
And Nikolai, you have to really start hanging out with some different people.
And
saying, because you've got a lot of friends that are kind of sketchy.
Before we get off the topic of trophies, I need to say that there is a second place winner. Of course, Arun is second place, which brings you a medal. And as always seems to happen, we have a tie for third place. So Manny and Aaron will get third place honorable mention medals as well.
Yes. Oh, by the way, if audience members, if you can turn on your camera and wave to everybody, we'd love that too.
Yeah, bring the whole gang up here, and then we'll have a
we want to see who's out there watching.
Yeah.
Anybody still left? No, they're all gone.
Oh, and bring all the puppies. We want all the puppies.
All the puppies
and the kitties.
Sorry,
I'm
puppies,
kitties. We love them all.
It says here there's 34 participants on the screen.
Audience member from Florida here.
See if there's anybody I recognize. Oh, a stranger from Florida. Did you have a fun to share with us?
Aaron, do this real quick. Go up into view in the Zoom panel here and select immersive view. And then put us in like an auditorium setting or something like that.
Yeah, thank you, might know me.
Look at all the animals.
Oh
my goodness. My pun video for the pre-recorded content.
Okay.
Called dog
yeah,
pun.
like the cardboard cutouts in the stadium. I love that. I'm gonna get a screen capture of that. Everybody wave. Everybody wave. Slow motion waves are okay too. I'm screen capturing that.
Oh,
It's great.
this is amazing. And for everyone who was sitting in the audience thinking, gosh, maybe I should do that. We had one leftover category tonight that we didn't get to use. So I think we'll keep the Zoom open for 20 more minutes until 9 Central, and everyone can pun to their heart's content on units of measurement. Just yell them out there if you feel like it. If you feel like leaving, that's fine too.
I do see you, Rick. I saw you. You look like Santa Claus in the back of the closet there. But Rick Herndon, long time participant and contestant at the pun off. He hasn't shown up in a while, but he doesn't show up on screen very well either. Units of measurement, Rick. Start us off.
He looks great to me.
What do you want me to pun on?
Units
of measurement. I'm having so much fun.
I'll give you an inch. You'll take a mile.
I want to be a leader
I
in this
don't know.
competition.
I think I'll take a couple on that.
Just kiloing time.
Should I try matrix here?
What's the length of a mammal? It's a furlong.
Oh
Who
my!
Who could kill a meter?
This is going to be on Instagram.
You'll all love this one.
All right, everybody now relax. Om.
I was going to shout at somebody from Earth, the distance to the sun, and say, "Hey, you!"
I had 2 carrots for dinner.
Are y'all excited? Because I'm amped here.
I got lucky on the golf course and had some parsecs.
I was going to do Ampere, but I decided to save it for a Faraday.
What?
Yeah, that's the golfers that make it on the golf course. That's parsecs.
So I don't know. After the earthquake, I was totally unable to weigh myself to a Richter scale.
I've got a bad latitude about that.
Got a parking ticket. Now I want to go kill a meter maid.
Been
done.
I'm curious. Is a meter maid just a little bit taller than a yard man?
I bumped my left knee and then I bumped my right knee, and now they both hurt.
You know, I have a measuring stick that's a yard on one side and a meter on the other side, and you flip it over and you see it's longer than a yard, so it must be an enchilada.
I heard they're going to stop making yardsticks any longer.
Are we recording this session? Will there be a measuring tape?
I don't know. You have to ask our ruler.
What do you mean, our ruler?
Our ruler.
Don't kick him off. He might ream us a new one.
I second that.
Or you might get clocked.
Wait, do we have a mole in the group?
In ancient China, all of the surveyors were Mandarin. They were eunuchs of measurement.
I can't come up with anything. I'm too stoned.
Did her mom meet her?
I think I heard a loop in there. There's some feedback.
I can't fathom how we could find many more puns on this topic.
Yeah, I think we could not.
I thought of one.
Well, don't be angry. We're all very mild-mannered.
I'm keeping book on it.
Yeah, we're just getting off light here.
I could get my degree in this.
Like the Indian said in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, leaders we tried.
As Manny mentioned, I'm very short. Not everything is Fahrenheit.
Well, when I had to use the restroom over in Great Britain, I asked to see where's the loo, men's.
You guys know that famously short comedian Kelvin Hart?
And that great Chinese director can play the guitar. You should hear Ang's drum.
Hey, he's not that short. I think he's fair in height.
When the skier came down, it was and they were talking on their phone. It was Celsius.
I have a real good pun to make about measuring heat, but I won't be funny. It'll be funny to me, but it won't be to you.
Yeah.
I think the reason that we had technical difficulties this morning is because the planet Mercury is in centigrade.
Believe the press, sure.
Yeah, I think it's time to head for the bar.
Yeah, I got a volt too.
When it
Mine's
comes to
in the next room.
If anyone wants, if
is
anyone wants
Des
to
the bar?
keep playing, let's change topics. Someone
Yeah,
mentioned
well,
the bar.
before you change topics.
Oh, Jody, my favorite.
La, 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 la. Are you getting tired of my frequencies?
Wow.
That
Very
hurts.
good.
That
Well,
doesn't ring decibel.
Very good.
I'm going to go on a West
Judy?
Coast drive.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
going to Oregon and Washington. I'm going to
Great.
Pascal.
Guess we're not changing topics. This is excellent. I got excited since someone mentioned the bar. Let's change topics and do beverages.
3
This is
beers
so
for that.
2
I'm
beers
so glad
or
that-
not 2 beers?
I'm so glad I wasn't competing and the judging panel didn't have to come in and break my tie.
Ooh.
Mm.
I think you're all full of Pepsi.
So the topic is not just liquids, it's drinkable liquids.
First time I did this
Preferably.
topic, I was knee high to a grasshopper.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit old fashioned.
Hey, does it have to be drinkable? What about I just washed my hands with lava soap.
I see
You
a
know,
lot of
I really, really like hoppy beer, but when I have a couple, IPA River.
What are you talking about?
Do you go to a porter potty to do that?
I see a lot of men with uncovered heads. Why is no Manhattan?
My dentist
Because
is
they're-
getting ready for the failure of the government. He's a Dr. Prepper.
Was that you who said that?
My favorite movie with Matt Damon was The Martini.
I buy my
I'm a
gloves. Oh, sorry.
I'm a communist when it comes to the ships. It's RC.
I like that one,
Hmm.
Steve.
I buy my gloves at the bourbon.
Did you hear about the bird that wanted to grow up quickly? He wanted to leave the nest quick.
So come on,
Hold on. Got a tab down. Got a tab.
somebody else give it a shot.
You guys remember that judge in the O.J. Simpson trial, Judge Mojito?
I don't want to kill you.
Did you hear about the lawyer that was always eager to try a case, but he could never pass the bar?
That's a drink.
Try a case.
I don't know where the drink is in that.
Me
Try
either.
a case.
It's behind the bar.
I thought it was
Try
tequila
again, Gary.
funny bone.
Well, when I have too much alcohol in Hawaii, I got a pina colada.
Everybody wonders where he's going to show up in the next Marvel movie. Where are they going to stow Lee?
If Jimmy
At the mall,
Carter,
Ted.
if Jimmy Carter had to furtively seek the advice of a detective, it would be a peanut noir.
Have you heard of the flying man-eating fish? It's called the sky piranha.
I hope we never go to war. We might have to start the draft.
Does,
Did you know
does
that
white
when you're
wine give you
using
wet farts?
Oh
You
God! What?
Chardonnay.
did you know that when you're trying to use a Sharpie, it won't work if the temperature is too cold. So in cases like that, you have to use a marker heater.
Ow! My leg hurts. No, it doesn't. That was a champagne.
Did you hear that
Erica,
Kenny
if you're-
G?
Erica, if you're having trouble walking, I can call you a cab.
Yeah, and if you go to the bathroom, you have to pee no more.
Did you hear that Kenny G did a concert in Georgia? He called it Sax on the Peach.
Don't whine. You can't get more low than that.
The dog
Like
bit
that
me.
putt.
He's a champer.
I like that podcast that Nick does, the Vocabernet.
The couple next door.
I
The couple next door in the hotel room are having some really raucous sex. He's a hearty wall banger.
I burned down an apple orchard, and I've been charged with homicider.
I like that.
You know, I really like to take advantage of religious groups. I milk shakers for all they're worth.
Oh, that's a nice throwback.
That was a pretty smoothie.
You know,
Can you
the
tell I've
shaker
been
pun.
abusing my pet? Go ahead.
Oh, I was trying to say the shaker pun was really good, but Orange Jew's going to get into this.
No,
Can you
we're
tell
going to
that I've
prune
been
juice.
abusing my? Jeez.
So-
Can you tell I've been abusing my pet bird? Did my crow bruise?
I heard. So if World War I had happened 60 years later, it would have been a trench 77.
I
think
keep
you
being.
need to
Oh, sorry.
choose your words more carefully.
Is that a pun?
Yeah,
Choose.
Ooh, good job.
My house is haunted by a Portland hipster who keeps saying kombucha.
Did I tell you that
Can you
story
hand
about
me that?
the?
Can you hand me that orange, Julius?
That was a
I tell
bit
you-
terse.
How about meeting one of Nikolai's friends the other day? His name was Con Jack.
Alexander Hamilton's favorite non-alcoholic beverage was O'Doul's.
These are some grape juice puns you guys have.
You know, doing drink puns all night will make your bud wiser.
I'm glad we were able to squeeze this in.
Don't squeeze too much because something might schnapps.
I pulled down my pants and she was like, "Ooh, long T."
I remember when you made that joke at
Me
in the
too.
pun off in
That was
person.
Okay, just hold on.
They had a bunch of frozen citrus trees, so they had lemonade to help support it.
All right, now hold on to triple sec.
One,
I got
two, three.
I got a job at Whole Foods, and they started me out bagging groceries. And I said, I want to be on the juice bar. I said, no, baggers can't be juicers.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah, and you know what? I bought some wood the other day, and it turned out it was fake. It was a sham board.
Man, this rooster keeps waking me up every morning. Did I tell you the story? It's my cocktail.
My
I went
Grammy's
to a-
coming over next week. Grandma, yay!
Oh, to bring things back to religion, you know, where if you're Jewish, where are you going this weekend? Surely temple.
Okay, your story. I didn't get the memo, sir. Yeah, surely.
Yeah, at the Mexican restaurant the other night, I dropped my condiment into my glass. I ended up with some salsa water.
I got a question for Mr. Guggenheim and Mr. Wallace. Did you stop smoking, David?
Well, ever since I stopped drinking vodka, I'm a teetotaler.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
All right, all right, all right.
These puns are so much fun. It should be an absinthe to enjoy them.
My rabbit is cold. Bourbon.
This one will whiskey her off your teeth.
You know, I went shopping the other day. I went to an antique store and I bought a woodcut from Germany.
We'll meet a gin.
No. What happened is it took them a year to make one bale of cotton, so it was a slow gin.
Hey, so what if I do badly up here? I bomb. Hey.
Yeah, but see, I live in Virginia, so for here it was a Southern comfort.
Y'all listen to Michael Bublé?
If we go on for 15 minutes, do we throw this to the drawing board, Erica?
Oh, we're turning off the Zoom at 9 Central, so you got 8 more minutes.
I went to the aquarium the other day and I saw the big aquarium full of the stinging flatfish. It was a tank of rays.
I really enjoyed
Oh,
Tom
there you
Cruise in that movie Whiskey Business.
I went out to Wisconsin farmlands and I spotted cows.
You know, all of you are very confident. There's not a milquetoast person among you.
I went to an acrobatics place the other day and they had a gym beam.
I'm not that confident because I'm a premature ejaculator. I have espressos.
Oh, God.
I can't
A
decide
lot of
whether or not I want to
information.
sleep in a tent in the woods this weekend. Are we going to camp? Are we not?
Explain to me
favorite-
why you're insulting all my puns. Why trashing?
My favorite old New York mayor is Scotch.
Hey, don't make fun of me. I don't want you to moxie me.
I don't have a clue what this is about.
My favorite tennis
There-
player, Martini Navratilova.
That was
There was
very vermouth. That was very vermouth.
My friends to run my company with the Shem board.
There was an explosion at the vodka factory here, and it just went Kahlua.
It was an absolute loss for
It
everyone.
was an absolute mess.
Oh yeah, no, that's the joke.
Did you hear about the dyslexic little mini store, little itty bitty little store? It was a martini.
Oh, you stole the pun I was gonna make.
What do you call it when you put root beer in a square glass? It's not beer. It's absolute.
I mezcal a friend to ask about that.
Well,
found
see,
this
he was
pink-
not doing his work, so his boss told him, "White Russian."
I gotta say,
The guy
of
was
all-
considered the guy was considered innocent because there were 7 opposed to it.
I'd say of all these puns, I'm a very big advocate.
I found this bottle of pink liquid and it looked pretty good. And so I drank it because I thought it was going to give me energy. A little Pepto, but it was abysmal.
What are you all complaining about?
Folks, we have milked this for all it's worth.
I don't know. I think we've only gotten 2% of the milk puns.
No, but
Skim the surface.
They're easy. They're easy.
But this makes me coffee.
In these competitions, I always root for my Scottish female friends, saying "Man, go lassie."
I had one today, actually. It was very good.
Well,
drinking
the
tea make
hour
a
is
girl
getting
gray?
latte.
Oh, buy this American chai.
Stop being such a tease.
Well, I feel like a real Rubios up here.
This was a hell of a good vente that you threw.
My wife dropped her jewelry in the teacup, and now she's got bubble tea.
Well, having listened to all these puns is going to give my future punning more pep. See?
I'm a very specific kind of veterinarian. I only work with female pigs, but man, can I curacao.
I got shocked yesterday. Man, it was a jolt.
I was in a roommate in a room with someone from a Middle Eastern sect of religion, and I wanted them to darken the room, so I said, "Sunni, the light."
I was complaining to my pharmacist that this is just way too much medicine. It's disgusting. The dose ickies.
After my last Budweiser hangover, I root beer.
I'm not as quick as y'all, but you know what? So be it.
That tequila'd my sense of humor.
I heard they were serving some alcohol at my local 47. Come, Union wine.
And no
This is
one-
getting
no
this is
one
getting
has-
big, quite a mess. Call it off.
No one has commented that the reason we're doing this online is because of the corona.
Oh, nicely done.
Judy.
Yeah,
Oh.
you really shouldn't encourage her.
I washed my cow so thoroughly that even her moo shines.
So the 3 wise men had to bring their gifts. They had to put the gold in the middle, the frankincense up high, and the myrrh low.
Did anyone here ever see the fight with Holyfield and Tyson when Tyson nicked his lobe?
Somebody
Yeah, that was real schlitz.
Somebody has made the mentioned the Harper Lee novel Tequila Mockingbird, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's so good. Someone should give her a tip. See?
You know, Donald Trump keeps insisting he won the election, but it really was an orange crush.
I went to a surrealist art exhibit. I saw a margarita too.
If he wants to help, let him eat.
The problem is if you stand out in the middle of a bunch of friends, you might get a squirt.
That's only if you're in the South, sweet tea.
That's not so spry to you.
All of you are just taking pictures of your food for Instagram nowadays. Why do you have to chamomile?
Well, some of these
Yeah.
puns are really good, but some are just nesty.
You know what? Your feline sucks. My cat is cooler.
But where are
beer
we
has
going
a
to find
medal
this
in it.
recording later?
What's the most emotional Pixar movie? And why is it Coco?
Where
My
are we
beer
going
has
to find
metal
this
in it. It's a
recording later?
Goldschlager.
Okay, one more for everybody, and then we're going to wind this up.
Where
I
are we going
woke
to
up
find
on
the
the side of
recording
the-
later?
We're at the same time.
One more for the road. Last call for alcohol.
Cabernet, raw, Merlot, raw. I figured I would cheer wine.
Where is the recording going to be found?
In Franzia.
I hope it'll
On,
be lost.
on
Hope we meet again.
punoff2021.com.
Everybody go on to punoff2021.com and cast your votes for the funniest
Hey.
show right now.
Watch
Hey,
all of
what
them
are
because I'm
what are
last.
we doing? What are we doing?
What are we
think
doing?
I think we're wrapping it up. I want to
I've been
thank
doing-
everyone.
I've been doing this since I was age 2-0.
It was really great for
Yes.
everybody to help you guys. Everybody seems really fun to be around. They seem like real cool aides.
Yeah.
I woke
Thank
up on the side of a hill all wet. It was just Mountain Dew.
All right,
To number 45 next year, huh?
end of the line. 45
next
in
year
May.
in person.
Next year in person.
First
Hopefully
weekend
this
in May.
45 will be better than the
Good
last.
night, everybody.
Big
Thank
round
you
of
very
applause.
much.
Good night.
Round of applause
Here
for
in
everybody.
Austin.
See you next Thanks, year. everyone.
Thanks for
Thanks,
having
everyone.
me.
It was fun with
Thank
this.
you, Erica.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Erica.
Gary,
Thank
for
you, Bill.
hosting.
Even
Thank
though I
you.
And
got
congrats again,
sick
Nikolai.
this morning.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, Gary,
Bye,
for
y'all.
hosting. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Steve, for being an MC. Thank you, Ben,
Thank
for
you.
being an
Thank you,
MC.
Brian.
Thank you,
Brian,
all
for
the
running
drawing
off and
board
leaving
and
us
MCs
alone.
that I don't see to mention. Congratulations, Arun. You did another good job.
And congrats,
And
Nikolai.
as well as all the other contestants that I don't see. It was a very, very good effort. Thank you so much.
We need
Good
some
night.
seat
See you
fillers.
next
The
year.
seats are starting to empty.
Bye, y'all.
Okay.
My
Okay,
seat
Good
is
night.
empty.
Good night. Bless you
Good night
all.
and sweet creams.
Oh, Judy's going to stay here and talk to herself, right?
Sure,
Good night,
why
guys.
Might as
Good
well.
night, everybody. Punoff2021.com right now.
Hey, Gary, are you still married?
Sure, why not?
Well, I was thinking how.
45 years.
Wow.
Yeah, what's it to you?
Tell her she has my sympathy.
How about you? You're still married, right?
No,
Did you fall out again?
I didn't. She did.
Well, okay. All right. I'll take you off the Christmas card list.
I thought third time was a charm, but unfortunately it wasn't.
Hey, sorry about that boondoggle with the story reading a couple of months ago. We just couldn't figure out how to do it with two things. I was trying to get two cameras going, and they kept interfering with each other. We're going to be meeting.
That's okay.
We're going to be meeting
We did the best we could.
We're going to be doing the reading on the 30th at the Dougherty Arts Center. Think you might be able to come to that?
Send me an email.
I'll do that. And
Okay.
and
See ya.
check out our podcast, man. We're doing great with the podcast. Have you ever checked it out? Punintensive.com. Right there.
No, we're
Punintensive, right there in the middle of your screen. Punintensive.com.
I can't see it. I'm looking on a phone. It's about a zillionth of an inch high.
Punintensive.com. Go there.
Yeah, I heard the words. I just can't read
Okay.
it.
All right, write it down then. And go to Punoff 2021 and make your vote. I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I gotta
I'll
go
do
supper,
that
go eat
because
supper.
my friend Ann Lacasio is on this year.
All right. Okay, great. See you. Good night.
See ya. Good night.
I'm always the last one to leave.
No, I'm still
I
here.
gotta go pick up the litter. I'm gonna go pick up the litter. Clean up the stage. Good night.
Well, just you and me, huh?
You guys, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You can shop for the night. So the meeting will be ending in 2-3 minutes.
Okay.